Hello, and welcome back to the channel. Today's episode is dedicated entirely to one of the most quietly extraordinary watchmakers on the planet, Citizen. Founded in Tokyo in 1918, Citizen has spent over a century pursuing a single deeply held conviction that precision timekeeping should be available to everyone, and that the technology inside an accessible watch should be every bit as sophisticated as the technology inside an expensive one. The result of that conviction is a catalog of genuinely remarkable depth. Mechanical automatics of real character, solar-powered Eco Drive calibers that have redefined what a battery-free watch can be, satellite-synced dress watches of surgical accuracy, and field instruments built to military standards. These 10 references represent the best of what Citizen offers right now across every category, every price point, and every purpose. Let's get into it. Number 10. Citizen Promaster Dive BN015028E. Opening our list is the Citizen Promaster Dive reference BN015028E, a watch that has become one of the most consistently recommended entry points in all of sports watch collecting, and for reasons that become immediately obvious the moment you hold one. The BN015028E is powered by Citizen's E168 Eco Drive movement, harvesting energy from any light source and storing it in a power cell that requires no battery replacement for the life of the watch. That foundational reliability is paired with 200 meters of water resistance, a unidirectional rotating bezel, a screw-down crown, and an ISO 62425 compliant dive watch specification that means this is a certified professional instrument rather than a casual splash-resistant sports piece. The black dial with its bold, luminous indices and hands reads with absolute clarity underwater, and the comfortable polyurethane strap keeps it secure through any aquatic activity. What makes the BN015028E genuinely special is the combination of Eco Drive reliability and professional certification at a price that makes Swiss-branded dive watches with half the specification deeply uncomfortable. This is the watch you buy, strap on, and simply stop thinking about, because it is always powered, always accurate, and always ready. The Citizen Promaster Dive BN015028E retails for approximately $275 USD. Number 9. Citizen Eco Drive Promaster Nighthawk. The Citizen Eco Drive Promaster Nighthawk is a watch with a personality unlike anything else in the Citizen lineup. A bold, unapologetically busy pilot's instrument that wears its aviation credentials with the confidence of a watch that was actually designed for professional flight environments. The defining feature is the dual-zone dial layout, an outer chapter ring graduated for a second time zone alongside the primary time display, giving the Nighthawk an immediate practical function for pilots, travelers, and anyone whose life spans multiple time zones. A slide rule bezel surrounds the case, enabling the kind of manual calculations, fuel consumption, airspeed conversions, distance measurements that defined cockpit instrument watches before digital avionics made them redundant, but never made them unnecessary for those who understand their use. Eco Drive solar charging ensures continuous power without battery concern at altitude or in the field. The overall aesthetic is unambiguously pilot watch in character, bold, purposeful, layered with information, and completely at home on the wrist of someone who actually flies. For the aviation enthusiast, the dual time zone traveler, or simply the watch lover drawn to genuine function over careful minimalism, the Nighthawk delivers in every direction. The Citizen Eco Drive Promaster Nighthawk retails for approximately $175–250 USD. Number 8. Citizen Tsuyosa NJ0150 The Citizen Tsuyosa, the name translates from Japanese as strong, is Citizen's declaration that mechanical watchmaking remains central to their identity, and the NJ0150 81X is one of the most visually compelling expressions of that declaration available at its price point. The deep blue sunburst dial, which shifts between midnight navy and brilliant cobalt depending on the light angle, is finished to a standard that genuinely surprises people unfamiliar with what Citizen's in-house manufacturing capabilities can produce in this price category. Powering the Tsuyosa is the NH35A automatic movement, a reliable, well-proven caliber from Seiko Instruments Inc., the same movement family trusted by dozens of respected brands at significantly higher price points, offering hand-winding, hacking seconds and a 41-hour power reserve. The 40mm stainless steel case pairs a polished bezel with a brushed case body, and the integrated bracelet sits comfortably and securely on the wrist. The Tsuyosa exists because Citizen understands that a segment of their audience wants the ritual of mechanical ownership, the winding, the wearing, the watching of a sweeping seconds hand, without paying dress watch premiums to access it. In the NJ0150 or 81X, they deliver that experience with a dial beautiful enough to draw genuine compliments. The Citizen Tsuyosa NJ0150 81X retails for approximately $175 to $125 USD. Number 7. Citizen Promaster Fujitsubo Mechanical Diver NY0120 ASI6. The Citizen Promaster Fujitsubo Mechanical Diver is a watch steeped in Japanese maritime engineering culture, and its name alone tells a story worth knowing. Fujitsubo is the Japanese word for barnacle, the marine organisms that attach themselves to submerged structures and survive the most extreme oceanic conditions through sheer tenacity and structural integrity. Citizen gave that name to a dive watch family that embodies exactly those qualities, and the NY0120 86X carries that heritage forward with a mechanical automatic movement, a robust 200-meter water-resistant stainless steel case, and a design language that owes more to the working diver's instrument tradition than to fashion. The automatic caliber inside offers the satisfying mechanical ownership experience that battery-dependent watches cannot replicate, and the substantial case construction, solid, purposeful, with a unidirectional bezel and screw-down crown, communicates genuine capability rather than sporting aesthetic. What sets the Fujitsubo apart from the broader Promaster mechanical range is its character. This is a dive watch with a point of view, built around Japanese artisanal values and a specific professional environment. For the collector who wants a mechanical diver with authentic working heritage behind it, the Fujitsubo is a deeply satisfying and underappreciated choice. The Citizen Promaster Fujitsubo NY0120 86X retails for approximately $253.25 USD. Number 6. Citizen Series 8 GMT NC02007. The Citizen Series 8 GMT reference, NC02007, represents the moment Citizen stopped competing in the affordable watch category and started competing in the premium mechanical category, and the results are striking. Named to honor 1918, the year of Citizen's founding, the Series 8 program is the manufacturer's most ambitious mechanical collection, produced in Japan to standards that reflect the full depth of Citizen's in-house capabilities. The NC02007 adds a GMT function to the Series 8 formula, a 24-hour hand-tracking a second time zone, adjustable independently of the main time display, delivered through a proprietary Citizen caliber that beats at 28,800 vibrations per hour, with a solid 40-hour power reserve. The case and bracelet finishing is where the Series 8 distinguishes itself most dramatically from its price competitors. The alternating satin and polished surfaces, the precisely articulated bracelet links, and the cohesive integration between case and bracelet create a wearing experience that places the watch in a conversation well above its retail position. The deep blue dial with its sunburst finishing and applied indices demonstrates that Citizen's dial manufacturing, a capability built over generations of in-house production, produces results that Swiss brands at 3 times the price would be proud of. The Citizen Series 8 GMT NC02007 retails for approximately $550–650 USD. Number 5. Citizen Eco Drive One AR506457E. The Citizen Eco Drive One is one of the most technically audacious things Citizen has ever built. A watch that set a world record when it was introduced and has lost nothing of its engineering significance in the years since. The AR506457E belongs to the Eco Drive One family, which achieved the extraordinary feat of housing a complete Eco Drive solar movement, light harvesting cell, power storage, and precision caliber, inside a case measuring just 2.9 meters in total thickness. At the time of its introduction, this made the Eco Drive One the thinnest light-powered watch ever produced, a record that required Citizen to develop entirely new manufacturing processes, new component geometries, and new assembly techniques across every element of the watch simultaneously. The result is a dress watch of otherworldly slenderness. It disappears under a shirt cuff, lies flat against the wrist with an intimacy that thicker watches cannot achieve, and carries the full Eco Drive promise of perpetual solar power inside a case that seems physically incapable of containing it. The dial, visible through a sapphire crystal of extraordinary clarity, is refined to match the case's ambition. Wearing an Eco Drive One is a reminder that the most impressive technology is often the technology you cannot see. The Citizen Eco Drive One AR5064 5070 retails for approximately $801,000 USD. Number 4. The Citizen 30th Anniversary Eco Drive AQ4100 22A. The Citizen AQ4100 22A is not merely a watch. It is a milestone piece that marks 3 decades of Eco Drive, the solar charging technology that Citizen introduced in 1976 and has been refining ever since into the most sophisticated light-powered watch movement in the world. Anniversary editions from major manufacturers can sometimes feel like marketing exercises wrapped in special packaging. The AQ4100-22A is not that. It is a genuine expression of Citizen's pride in a technology that changed the watchmaking industry, produced to the highest standards in Citizen's catalog, and presented as a collector's piece with substance to match its significance. The case finishing, the dial craft, and the movement specification all reflect the elevated intention behind the reference. This is a watch made to be treasured rather than simply worn, a statement about what 30 years of continuous Eco Drive development has produced. For the Citizen collector, the serious Eco Drive enthusiast, or the watch lover who values technological heritage alongside aesthetic quality, the AQ4100 22A occupies a unique and irreplaceable position in the lineup. It is the kind of piece that becomes more meaningful over time rather than less. The Citizen 30th Anniversary Eco Drive AQ4100 22A retails for approximately $450,600 USDT. Number 3. Citizen Attesa Platinum Shine CB112050L. The Citizen Attesa Platinum Shine CB112050L is the watch that demonstrates conclusively that Citizen can produce a luxury dress piece that competes with European manufacture output at a fraction of the price, and does so on entirely its own terms, with technology that no Swiss brand can match. The Attesa line is Citizen's premium business watch collection, and the CB112050L represents its finest expression. A super titanium case treated with Citizen's proprietary Duratect platinum finish that gives the watch the luster and weight impression of platinum while providing a surface hardness, approximately 5 times harder than stainless steel, that will resist the scratches and wear marks that accumulate on softer precious metals. Eco Drive solar charging powers the movement continuously, while radio-controlled atomic time synchronization from transmitters across multiple continents ensures that the time displayed is always accurate to the second, wherever in the world the wearer travels. The result is a watch that is never wrong, never needs a battery, and never needs polishing, housed in a case of extraordinary finish quality and worn on a bracelet of comparable refinement. The Attesa Platinum Shine is the business traveler's perfect watch, as authoritative in a boardroom as it is technically accomplished in the engineering bay. The Citizen Attesa Platinum Shine CB112050L retails for approximately $650,800 USD. Number 2. Citizen Garrison Field Watch BM818003E. The Citizen Garrison Field Watch BM818003E is the watch for the person who understands that simplicity, when executed correctly, is the hardest thing to achieve in design, and one of the most enduring things to wear. The field watch genre has a lineage that runs through military procurement offices, jungle campaigns, and mountain operations over the better part of a century, and the Garrison distills that lineage into a contemporary package with the reliability advantage of Eco Drive solar power. The 37mm stainless steel case is appropriately sized for a field watch, present on the wrist without demanding attention, legible without being aggressive, and the clean dial with its bold Arabic numerals and luminous hands delivers the instant readability that field watch design has always prioritized above every other consideration. The brown leather strap adds warmth and vintage character, and the overall wearing experience is one of quiet, unpretentious confidence. Eco Drive means the Garrison never requires attention, never fails at an inconvenient moment, and never demands anything from its owner except to be worn. For the collector, the outdoor enthusiast, the everyday wearer who wants a watch with genuine heritage character and absolute dependability, the Garrison Field Watch is simply one of the best watches Citizen makes at any price. The Citizen Garrison Field Watch BM818003E retails for approximately $150–195 USD. Number 1. Citizen Automatic Black NB1050. The Citizen Automatic Black NB1050, a watch that achieves something remarkably difficult in a crowded market. It creates a genuine identity, makes a genuine aesthetic statement, and delivers genuine in-house mechanical quality, all within a price bracket that makes its competitors deeply uncomfortable. The Automatic Black series is built around Citizen's proprietary Duratec DLC coating, diamond-like carbon, a surface treatment that renders the case and bracelet a deep, matte, light-absorbing black of extraordinary durability. DLC-coated watches are not unusual at elevated price points. Finding DLC execution of this quality applied over a case design of this coherence, powered by a genuine Citizen in-house automatic caliber at this price, that is unusual. The NHA389 caliber inside beats at 28,800 vibrations per hour, offers hand-winding and hacking capabilities, and delivers a smooth, assured sweep of the seconds hand that communicates mechanical substance to anyone who knows what to look for. The all-black presentation, case, bracelet, dial, hands, indices, creates a watch of absolute graphic clarity, where every element is defined by its form rather than its color contrast, and where the quality of the finishing carries the entire visual weight of the design. The NB1050 59E is the watch that makes first-time Citizen buyers understand why seasoned collectors hold the brand in genuine esteem, and it is the watch that earns Citizen a place at the table with manufacturers charging twice, 3, or 4 times the price. The Citizen Automatic Black NB1050 59E retails for approximately $275–350 USD.